Have you ever wondered how a man from humble beginnings could lead an empire that stretched across continents? Our tale begins in the harsh and chilling landscapes of Mongolia, where a child named Temujin was born into a nomadic tribe. Temujin, destined to become the legendary Genghis Khan, was introduced early to the rigors of Mongolian life. The unforgiving terrain and the constant struggle for survival shaped him into a resilient and formidable individual, characteristics that would later define his leadership. Life wasn't easy for young Temujin. His father was poisoned when he was just 9 years old, leaving him in a world of tribal warfare and power struggles. But adversity often breeds strength, and in Temujin's case it forged a leader. He learned quickly, adapted swiftly, and was unyielding in his pursuit of power. These qualities, combined with an innate charisma, allowed him to rally the support of Mongol warriors and, in time, unite the warring tribes. His leadership was not just about force, but also about strategy and organization. He restructured the Mongol society, breaking down tribal affiliations and promoting individuals based on merit and loyalty. This was a radical shift, a new way of thinking that strengthened the unity of the Mongol tribes. In 1206, Temujin was declared Genghis Khan, the universal ruler. The man, once a humble child in the steppes of Mongolia, had become the leader of a united Mongol nation. But this was just the beginning. His empire would soon stretch across Asia and Europe, becoming one of the largest empires the world has ever seen. From the frozen steppes of Mongolia, a leader rose, uniting the warring tribes into a force that would shake the world. This was the unseen empire, born from the vision of a single man, Genghis Khan. But how did this vast empire function? How did it maintain its might and influence across such vast distances? Stay tuned as we delve deeper into the workings of the Mongol war machine in the next segment. How did the Mongols, known for their nomadic lifestyle, become such a dominant military force in such a short time? This question has intrigued historians for centuries. At the heart of the Mongol war machine was an incredibly disciplined and organized military structure. The Mongol army was divided into units of 10, 100, 1,000, and 10,000, each with a clear chain of command. This structure allowed for swift communication and efficient execution of orders on the battlefield. Mongol tactics were a masterclass in psychological warfare. They would often feign retreat, luring their enemies into a trap before launching devastating counterattacks. They also spread terrifying rumors about their brutality, which often led to cities surrendering without a fight. Mobility was another key strength of the Mongol army. Mounted on their sturdy and agile ponies, the Mongol warriors could cover vast distances at a remarkable speed. This mobility allowed them to surprise their enemies, hit quickly, and then retreat before reinforcements could arrive. The Mongols were also masters of the composite bow. This powerful weapon could unleash arrows with deadly accuracy over considerable distances. It was a weapon perfectly suited to their hit-and-run tactics. But the Mongol war machine was not just about brute force. They also knew when and how to use diplomacy and deception. They would often forge alliances with weaker enemies to defeat stronger ones, only to turn on their allies once the common enemy was defeated. Some of the most significant victories of the Mongols include the battles of Khwarazm, Khalkha River, and the conquest of the Jin Empire. In each of these victories, the Mongols demonstrated their superior tactics, discipline, and the sheer power of their war machine. The Mongol army, a well-oiled machine, swept across the land, leaving a trail of conquest in their wake. Their military prowess, combined with their strategic acumen, transformed a band of nomadic tribesmen into one of the most formidable forces in world history. And as we will see in the next scenes, their impact extended far beyond the battlefield. But that's a tale for another time. For now, let's marvel at the might and cunning of the Mongol war machine. But was Genghis Khan only a ruthless conqueror? Or was there more to his rule? Well, let's delve into the diplomatic side of Genghis Khan's leadership. While the Mongols were indeed fearsome warriors, they were also shrewd diplomats. Genghis Khan understood that the sword alone couldn't sustain an empire, so he employed a variety of diplomatic techniques to maintain control and ensure peace within his vast territories. One of these techniques was the establishment of the Pax Mongolica, or the Mongol Peace. This was a period during the height of the Mongol Empire when intercontinental trade flourished due to the stability and security that the Mongols provided. The Silk Road, a network of trade routes connecting east and west, became safer and more efficient under Mongol rule. This facilitated the exchange of goods, ideas, and cultures, resulting in a globalized world that was centuries ahead of its time. Furthermore, the Mongols were remarkable for their religious tolerance. Unlike many empires of the time, the Mongols didn't impose their beliefs on the people they conquered. Instead, they allowed them to practice their religions freely, creating a multicultural society where different faiths coexisted. This approach not only kept the peace, but also attracted scholars, artists, and craftsmen from different cultures to their courts, enriching the Mongol Empire with their skills and knowledge. And then there was the Yasa, the code of law devised by Genghis Khan. It was a system that upheld law and order, ensuring justice was served across the empire regardless of one's status. The Yasa was strict and its punishments severe, but it provided a framework for governance that helped maintain order in the diverse and vast Mongol Empire. So yes, Genghis Khan was a formidable warrior, but his rule was more nuanced than just conquest and destruction. His diplomatic strategies played a crucial role in shaping the world as we know it today. The Khan's rule was not only about war, but also about establishing a system that allowed for peace, trade, and cultural exchange. So, what happened to the Mongol Empire after Genghis Khan's death, and what is their legacy? This question brings us to the intriguing tale of succession and the eventual fragmentation of the Mongol Empire. Upon Genghis Khan's death in the year 1227, his third son, Ogadai, took the reins. Under his rule, the empire expanded even further, stretching from Eastern Europe to the Korean peninsula. However, this vast empire's unity was strained by familial disputes and power struggles among Genghis Khan's descendants. Over time, the empire fragmented into several distinct khanates, each ruled by a different Khan's lineage. But let's not get lost in the dissolution. The Mongols' legacy goes beyond their empire's geographical span or its eventual fragmentation. Perhaps one of the most enduring influences of the Mongols has been their impact on warfare. The Mongol military strategies, marked by rapid mobility, psychological warfare, and innovative tactics, were revolutionary for their time and influenced many subsequent military strategies worldwide. The Mongols also significantly impacted global trade. They established and protected extensive trade routes across Asia, Europe, and Africa, including the renowned Silk Road. This network facilitated the exchange of goods, ideas, and cultures, stimulating economic growth and cultural enrichment. The Mongols also had a profound effect on the societies they conquered. They introduced written scripts, administrative practices, and even religious tolerance in regions, shaping the societies and cultures in myriad ways that continue to resonate in the modern world. The Mongol Empire's influence was not confined to the regions it directly ruled. Its wide-ranging impacts have trickled down through centuries, influencing various aspects of world history, from warfare and trade to culture and administration. The Mongol Empire may have fragmented, but its legacy continues to shape the world we live in today. Their influence is a testament to the power of ideas, the strength of strategy, and the enduring impact of cultural exchange. The Mongols, despite the trials and tribulations of their empire, have left an indelible mark on the tapestry of world history. So what can we take away from the story of Genghis Khan and the Mongol Empire? Let's take a moment to reflect on the key points we've covered. Genghis Khan, a charismatic leader and military genius, rose from humble beginnings to establish the largest contiguous land empire in history. His meritocratic leadership, innovative military strategies, and diplomatic acumen were instrumental in the rise of the Mongol Empire. The Mongol army, a well-oiled war machine, was renowned for its discipline, mobility, and adaptability. It incorporated new tactics and technologies from conquered cultures, demonstrating the Mongols' ability to learn and adapt. The Mongols also fostered an environment that encouraged trade and cultural exchange, contributing to the globalization of the medieval world. Genghis Khan's diplomacy was as formidable as his military prowess. He formed alliances, utilized psychological warfare, and, when necessary, showed mercy to his enemies. These strategies not only expanded his empire but also ensured its longevity. Nevertheless, the Mongol Empire's legacy is not just about its military conquests and diplomatic triumphs. It's also about the profound impact the empire had on world history. The Mongols influenced the political, economic, and cultural landscapes of the regions they ruled, leaving an indelible footprint that can still be traced today. Understanding the story of Genghis Khan and the Mongol Empire from different perspectives allows us to appreciate the complexities of history. It's not just about victories and defeats, but also about the interplay of culture, economy, and social structure. It's about recognizing the human element behind the historical events, the individuals who made choices that shaped the world in ways that still resonate today. In the end, the story of Genghis Khan and the Mongols reminds us that history is not just about dates and events, but about people, their choices, and the world they shape. As we continue to learn from the past, we are better equipped to understand the present and shape the future.